Oh, hi there. Welcome back to Salt and Wool Studio. I thought we'd begin today's video with one of Newfoundland's most treasured sights, the beautiful puffins of Elliston. Every visit reminds me just how fortunate I am to live in a place where nature is never far away and beauty can be found around every corner. You are so cute. After a good rainfall, there's something magical about stepping outside. The air is fresh, the forest seems to come alive, and the gooseberry bushes are thriving, their branches growing fuller with every soaking of rain. It's a quiet reminder that Mother Nature is always hard at work, quietly reminding us that some of nature's greatest beauty isn't planned. It simply appears when the conditions are right. It's those simple moments that often inspire me the most. Out in the garden, the snap peas are ready for harvesting, and there's nothing quite like stepping out to pick a fresh, crisp snack straight from the vine. I'm so excited I will have apples this year, and I can't wait to make an apple pie. Today, I harvested fresh tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini, and I even pulled a few potatoes from our garden. There's something incredibly satisfying about preparing a meal with food you've grown yourself. Today is wash day. We got a beautiful sunny day, and so the first thing I have to do this morning is get the laundry done. There's something I love about hanging freshly washed sheets out on the line and watching them move in the breeze and knowing they'll come back inside smelling like fresh air. Sometimes we get quiet hellos from the boats that pass by. Later in the day, we made a cozy fire, picked mussels at low tide, and cooked them right on the beach. It was so nice to just relax and enjoy the sunshine. Paddling the shoreline under a pink sky is one of those moments that makes you stop and look around and really appreciate where you are. Hi again, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who has messaged me or emailed me and comments on my post. I really appreciate the feedback, and I'm so happy to hear that you enjoyed my last video. And I really hope that these videos are inspiring you to create and to rug hook. I truly love rug hooking and the joy that it brings and how peaceful and relaxing it is. And I really hope that these tutorials and these videos do that for you as well. So today I'm doing tutorial 31. We're hooking Mud Loose inspired colors, and we're using the pattern Boats on Sunday. This pattern is available in my Etsy store for a digital download, or you can get it on linen for $50 and $5 shipping. Just pop me a message. So today I'm going to show you how I hook in the buoys in the front, and then we're going to do some water reflection on the boats, and then I'm going to show you how I hook in the houses in the background there. So let's get started. Hook along with me and let's do the pattern Boats on Sunday. So the first thing we're going to do is hook in these buoys in the water, and I have 4 buoys in the water. I'm going to hook the buoys in white, red on the bottom, and black for that line underneath. So let's get that done first, and let me cut off some wool. So the next thing that we have to do is put the reflection on those boats. And if you look at Maud Lewis' artwork, it's usually, she uses a white a lot for her reflection color, or 1, maybe 2 solid colors. It's not really much color as per se in her reflections themselves. You don't see like 5 or 6 different colors, those types of things. It's very simple reflection style. So we're going to try and mimic that with our reflection, but I'm not going to use my bright colors to do the reflection because I don't want to take away from those beautiful boats. So the way to do that is to use, I'm going to use a soft yellow and the pale pink, this bubblegummy pink. Now, I'll use purple because I only have the purple in 1 sail and I want to make it cohesive. So I need to put a little purple in that ocean. So I'm going to use that color there, if you can see that. And I have taken out some white, but I have not, so actually there's a piece there that I haven't got to use up. So I may not use it, but I've got my white out as well. So let's use those 3 colors and start the reflections. Okay, so the first boat we're going to do is right here. I want to put this purple, more importantly than the other colors, in 2 places, and so I'm going to put a little reflection there of purple and a little here. So let's do that first because I don't want to reflect in purple right here. I want to kind of spread out that color. Okay, I've decided I'm going to put in a little tiny bit of this blue in a couple places too. And we're just going to add a little right here at the front of this one. Now I'm going to put a little white, not a whole lot, but I'm going to add a little bit of white into my reflection as well. Okay, so the next area I'm going to do is along here. And instead of using 1 color, I want to distinguish those posts. So I'm going to use a dark brown. And then I've pulled out the brown that I used earlier down in the flowers, down here. So this brown here is this one. And I'm going to hook that in between. But I'm going to do those posts first. going to hook in this line across the base of the hills in the far background. Now I'm ready to hook my ocean. So I'm using two colors for the ocean, and I'm going to mix them up as I'm hooking. These are both peacock blue, but they're different dye batches, so they are two different tones of blue. But that's okay. I'm going to fill all this in, and the easiest way when you're filling in an area is to start with the area furthest away from you and work towards you so you can see the holes nice and easy that way. So the ocean is all hooked in now, and the next thing to do is work on those houses. I'm going to use black to hook the roof, and I'm going to do all of my houses the same. So let's do that next. So now I'm ready to start coloring in my houses. And so every house will have either be white or two colors. So I'm going to pair a light pink and a dark or a brighter pink. So I'm going to put these two pinks together. Then I'm going to do a soft yellow and a little bit brighter yellow. The purple, I'm going to go with the purple, and I don't have a pale purple here. I do have lots at home, but I found this, so I'm going to snip out some bits of purple from this to do one side of the house. The red house will be solid red and a white trim line, so you'll see me do that. And the other thing is this pattern doesn't have windows in it. That's hard to do with wool, but if you're using, with wool yarn, sorry. But if you're using wool cloth strips and hooking with that, windows are no problem. And I would do the windows in a deep navy or some other dark blue color, keeping in the blue scheme. So my background houses I will do, I may do in white, but the foreground houses, I'm going to do each one in a different color. So let's get started and do that part next. So my biggest house here, I'm going to trim a white line. Ooh, got a little knot here to untangle. Sometimes that happens. Here we go. So the first thing I'm going to do with this one is just run a white line down the center of this house to distinguish between the two sides of the house. Like so. then I'm going to fill in with my red. And when I say fill in, so I'm going to be directionally hooking across the grid of my linen, the same way that I did the roof of each house. Okay, so now I have my foreground houses in. I'm not really happy with this one, but as I always say, finish your rug completely before you pull anything out and decide to change it. So I will get back to that later. In the meantime, now I'm going to do those 4 background houses, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. So now I have all the houses hooked in. I want to do all those bushes around the houses. You can do a couple things here. In the front of all of those houses, you can put some rocks with some grays. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just outline where the bushes are with my dark green. And then I'm going to use this variegated wool to fill in all of the bushes. I'm not going to use different greens, but if you don't have anything that's variegated, you can just change from bush to bush different colors of green. Now I have the bushes all hooked in. The next part is the sky and the mountain range in the back. My sky, I'm using this variegated blue and a little white. And I'm going to keep it very simple and just do my clouds white and all around with this blue. And for my mountain range, I'm going to use gray, I think, for my mountain range. So let's get that done next. So I just have one more thing to show you. I'm just starting the blue in the sky, and right here I have hooked along on my linen line. I followed the linen line and not where I drew on my pattern. It is pretty straight, but following the line makes it much easier for when you're finishing your rug, especially if you're doing binding and whipping. So that's what I plan on doing with this one. So that's it for this tutorial. I'm going to finish hooking my sky, and later the week, well, I've got a lot of chores to do, but hopefully if the weather stays nice now, we'll get some staining and things done around the property. In the meantime, I will make a post when I finish my rug. And my next tutorial, I will do whipping, and I've had a lot of people ask me how to finish a rug. So I will show you in great detail how I do my whipping, and it is not the typical way of whipping using a cord. Very different, but I find it easier and much more manageable. So I will show you how I do mine. And there is a little knack to that. Yeah, so that's all for now. Thank you so much for following along as always. I truly, truly appreciate it. And please tell your rug hooking friends about me. I do these tutorials for the pure joy of rug hooking and to help others create and feel inspired and just share what we're doing here and our love for rug hooking, and let's help grow this craft. And yeah, so that's all for today. So please like and share this post if I may ask. And I will see you again very soon on my next tutorial. Thank you so much for watching today, and bye for now. Bye-bye. Lenny. Mr. Lenny.